Whenever I tell people that I have a garden or that I'm a garden coach, I usually hear, oh, I would love to have a garden, but I'm just too busy. I mean, doesn't it take a lot of time? I wanted to convince people that you don't need a ton of time to maintain a small kitchen garden. So I developed this checklist that gives you all the tasks you need for a week and promises that you can complete them in less than 2 hours. The problem is, I've never actually tried it. I've been giving this checklist to all my clients. I've been giving it away in my website, and I'm not sure that it really works. So this week I decided I had to put it to the test. I chose one raised bed from my garden and decided I would follow the checklist exactly and allow no more than the 2 hours allotted and see if I could keep that bed happy and healthy over the course of this week. Hey, I'm Abby. Welcome to the Good Enough Garden. I am a gardener and a garden coach in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm utterly imperfect at it. I make mistakes all the time. I'm learning all the time, and I'm just here to encourage you to get out and try it. Mess up, have fun. That's all part of the process. So let me tell you about this checklist. On weekdays, you take 15 minutes. So Monday, you go out for 15 minutes in the morning, Tuesday, 15 minutes at night, Wednesday, 15 in the morning, Thursday, 15 at night. And then you've got an hour left of your 2-hour allowance, and you spend that on one of your weekend days doing a little bit of a bigger project. So it's pretty simple, and the idea is to get you out, most days of the week into your garden, noticing what's happening, what's going on, really spending a lot of the time just looking at your plants, then also doing a few tasks while you're out there. So let's just see how it went. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous this morning. It's so cool, like in the 50s, and we've got that amazing sideways morning light. My bed looks so good. So morning is really about observation. I'm gonna check the moisture levels in the soil, look for weeds, and see how everything's doing. Just notice. All right, let's check on this soil. Oh, yep, totally moist. No need to water today, so that's good. Now, what about weeds? When you've got baby seedlings, they can look like weeds sometimes. So that's why it's really good to make diagrams of what you planted where. These are all beets, I think. That one, I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna leave it for now, and if it doesn't turn into a beet, then I'll know it was a weed. This chamomile is getting huge. I really didn't expect that. It's kind of crowding out my lettuce and onions. Whoop, it's really crowding the onions. Might cut it back in a few weeks, but I want to get some more harvests from it. These sweet flowers, and they smell so good like tea. There's another little weed. Peas are not doing amazing. I'm not sure what's going on. Had some cold weather when they were real small. I mean, this one's growing, but I don't know. I might need to seed in some more peas here. This is not going to provide enough. I want a lot of peas. Turnips here are looking so good. They're really taking off, and they need to be thinned. So I'll put that on my list for this weekend. Oh, radishes might be ready to harvest this week too. Exciting. Let me check on my broccoli. Okay, now that morning chores are done for that bed, I need to look at all the rest of them. This is why I can't do 15 minutes a day. My garden is a lot bigger than a 4x4, but at least I know I don't need to water. All right, Tuesday evening, and oh, it's beautiful. I just got home from work. I kicked off my shoes. I've got my bare feet in the grass. I'm gonna see if I can get this garden task list done in 15 minutes. I brought my the bowl from my salad spinner, some scissors, and a small bowl for harvesting the chamomile flowers. That one's a little too big. Okay, I think I've got a good harvest. I got sorrel, lettuce, cilantro, and dill for a salad, and a few radishes. So I'm really excited about that. All right, so harvest is done. Next up is protect. I know the two pests that I'm looking out for at this time of year are going to be aphids and cabbage worms or cabbage moths, which can really attack brassicas. So far this broccoli has been clean, but I'm going to give a very close look at the underside of all the leaves to make sure I don't see any eggs or caterpillars. Lift it up. Not seeing anything. Just gonna keep going through, checking out all the plants. Look down in the center, because that's typically where the cabbage worms like to go. They like to eat the fresh new growth. I don't see any poop or any damage. I mean, this is so exciting. And look at those cuties. Peas sometimes get aphids. I'm not seeing any here. That's good. Any aphids on you? Sometimes I'll just tap them and see if any fall off, but looks okay. I also have issues with slugs on some of my tender greens. Haven't had rain in a few days, and I did put some sluggo and diatomaceous earth out here. So I'm not seeing any more damage, which is awesome. See, these holes were made by slugs, but those are the older leaves. And I don't see any damage on the new leaves, so hopefully these plants have kind of outgrown the slug problem. Slugs tend to like baby plants. This white stuff is diatomaceous earth. It's like crushed up seashells, and that is fighting against earwigs. So another thing that I'm going to do when I'm in protect mode, although this might fall under the remove mode, is take out these lower leaves that are yellow. They're not really helping the plant. They're not collecting much light, and they're touching the soil, which could be a way for pests and bacteria to get up to the plant. So I'm just going to go ahead and take out the lower yellowing leaves on these broccolis, and that'll keep it protected from disease. Maybe I do have more pest problems than I mentioned, but it's good to know what to look out for, and I feel great that I'm not really seeing anything. Yay! All right, now I gotta go write it all down. Good morning. Just got back from the gym. I am trying to squeeze in a lot of activity before I go to work. Tackle this bed, water, weed, write it down. It's gonna be fast. I am gonna water today. It's been 80 degrees and sunny the past couple days. It's gonna be the same today. Everything's fine, nothing's drooping. The soil is moist, a couple inches down, but I think it's a good day to give everything a soak, and I'm doing that with my drip irrigation system. This is a weed right here. That's the only one I've seen. Oh, that's nasturtium. I forgot I planted some. That's exciting. It's so cute. Whoops, I missed that radish last night in the harvest. It's big. It's really big. Beautiful. Speaking of the harvest, I had such a good salad last night. That sorrel is sour. Wow. But it was just me eating, so I had a salad and I have some left over for lunch today, which is awesome. And yeah, really impressed with how much salad you can grow in a bed this size. It's pretty incredible. Lettuce is a quick crop. It's also just really incredible how few weeds you have with raised beds. When you start with fresh soil and then top dress it with well-rotted compost every year, you just really don't deal with weeds. So that saves a lot of time. Okay, Thursday, time to harvest, protect, and write it down. I have plans to go to dinner for a friend's birthday, but I do have 15 minutes to get this done, and hopefully a little extra time to harvest some flowers for my friend. Now, a very close-up inspection, looking for pest damage, disease. God, these plants look so good. I just cannot believe it. Uh-oh. Here's some aphids on these peas. I don't like that, but I'm not going to spray anything. I'm just going to shake them off and squish them. You're not getting away. Dead. All right, that was quick and easy. I'm going to just put these radishes away and write down everything I did. And off to my dinner. Off to dinner with some fresh cut flowers for the birthday girl. And I wanted to point out that I used some of that chamomile for the foliage. Also some chive flowers and some fennel. And snapdragons, ranunculus, salvia, bachelor buttons. Lots of good stuff in there. All right, it's the weekend, so I've got my hour of gardening to do today, and I'm gonna come out here and see how things are doing, get started with the water, weed, harvest, protect. Just knock those out real quick. I know I don't need to water because we got a ton of rain last night. So I'll go ahead and check for weeds. Oh, these suckers are annoying. Okay, I think I got all the weeds. Don't need to water. Harvest time. I'm gonna grab some lettuce, dill, cilantro, sorrel, maybe a couple radishes. I think I'm gonna try roasted radishes on pizza tonight. Oop, that's a beet, that's a weed. Bye. Feeling really good about my harvest. I got so much salad. That's definitely 2 servings. So perfect. And now I'm going to look for pests and disease. And I have to say, yesterday I saw some caterpillars on different broccoli in a different bed, so I'm going to take this very seriously today. But I do not see any eggs. They look clean still. I am really, really happy because look how big this broccoli crown is. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna harvest that soon. And now I'm gonna check on the peas and see if those aphids are getting any worse. There are just a few on that leaf, but that's kind of it. I'm gonna squish those. So now that I got water, weed, harvest, and protect out of the way, which took about 15 minutes, I am going to tackle a bigger project with the rest of my hour. And I noticed on Tuesday morning that those turnips need to be thinned. So I'm going to do that. The forecast is calling for us to get down into, well, down to 40 degrees Fahrenheit tonight, which is not freezing. So everything should be fine. Definitely the broccoli, lettuce, all that stuff is fine. I do have 2 tomatoes in this bed. So I'm going to cover those up just to be extra safe. And then I might plant a little more lettuce. I have a lot of lettuce going right now, but I'm thinking in 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, that stuff will be petering out, and I would like to have one more succession of lettuce to harvest in May and June. So that's what I'm gonna work on for the next 45 minutes. This is not a video about thinning turnips. I did make a video on thinning root vegetables, so I will refer you to that one to learn more about what I'm doing here. All right, that's done. That was easy. Enjoy all this space, guys. Go ahead and stretch out. Develop nice fat turnip roots for me to eat. Thank you. Right, got the turnip thinning done, the planting of some lettuce and arugula done, and now I'm just going to cover everything up and hope for the best tonight. I think it's gonna be fine. Also, that didn't even take an hour. So I've got time to cover my other beds. Whew. So if you clicked on this video wondering if it was really possible to maintain your garden in 2 hours a week, I hope that you're feeling confident and inspired to try it. Oh, and if you want the checklist, I'll put a link in the description of where you can get it from my website. Kitty.